Every semester, more than 20 million students enroll in colleges and universities across the United States. Depending on their coursework, they spend somewhere between $750 to $1,200 on textbooks. While the immediate cost of books is a bitter pill for most, a bigger shock comes at the end of the semester when they return to the bookstore to sell the same textbooks back. We spent the last 2 years designing and developing a marketplace where students can conveniently buy and sell their used textbooks not just to other students within the same school, but everywhere in the United States. Now that we are fully vested in Minneapolis and all the campuses of University of Minnesota, we are now ready to scale up and expand our market reach to more schools and other states. Triobook's mission is to ensure that no student ever has to drive all the way to the bookstore or wait in lines to buy or sell their books. We want to make sure that no one spends $100 on the same book that another student is giving away for less than $10. This is 2021. It should be easy. Physical bookstores should be history now. Buying or selling textbooks should happen on the computer or smartphone, which everyone has these days. So far, our business model has been all commission, charging 15% of all transactions. But we've designed the platform to include a few more revenue streams, like banner ads, sponsored listings, and we'll implement more revenue streams as we grow. We sure acknowledge some competition in the space, but we never set up to compete with them or do what they're doing. We created Triobook to do what they are not doing. For example, pretty much every college campus has a bookstore, controlling more than 50% of the textbooks market. However, their prices are too high, and worse, they don't buy the textbooks back from the students. Also out there are specialists like Chegg, an expert in homework that also offers students the option for students to rent textbooks, but they also don't buy back. Finally, we have the local book dealers like Barnes & Noble that have a presence in most major cities, but they're not specialized in textbooks, and they don't buy back either. Yes, there is some competition out there, but students still hate having to pay $100 on the same textbook that another student is giving away for less than $10, so there's no real solution quite yet. With your investment, we will launch the only complete textbook solution, helping students from New York sell their used textbooks to other students in Minneapolis or somewhere in Oregon, anywhere in the United States. We will help them get the most cash back for their used books while helping another student save money. We will hire and train a superior customer service team. We will implement a vigorous and aggressive marketing initiative, literally taking our solution to every student individually. Some of our key roles haven't been filled, but that's because there hasn't been an urgency for those yet. And when we do bring someone on board to fill those roles, we want them to be the best that there is. We are assembling a team of highly skilled professionals with extensive experience in publishing marketplace that can help us scale up. For the meantime, Bruno will be responsible for the direction and success of the company. His experience includes his previous role at Naspers, where he worked as a cybersecurity counterintelligence analyst until COVID started and we had to go on lockdown in March 2020. Prior to that, he had worked as a workforce analyst for Russ Consulting Inc., where he simultaneously led 2 high-profile class action lawsuits, one with Wells Fargo versus Jabari that impacted more than 50 million people, and the Equifax breach, both in 2017 through 2018. Alita oversees technology and secures the cyberspace surrounding Triobook. In addition to her academic background in security technologies, she also worked as a cybersecurity engineer at Van Wagenen. Chantal just joined our team last May as CFO, right after she graduated from the University of Minnesota. We have not hired a COO yet, but will when the need is really there. We do not have a legal team yet either, but we will put one together when we feel the need for it. Triobook went live almost a year ago, January 2021, serving 8 universities in Minnesota, Iowa, and Wisconsin. Since then, we have processed a little over $7.6 million worth of transactions, breaking even last September and becoming profitable as well. In preparation for next year, we have identified and targeted 154 more schools that we will expand into. With the right strategies and financing, we could reach our first million customers next year, generate at least $300 million in revenue, with EBITDA approaching $44 million, That would require a capital injection of $20 million. $10 million would go toward acquisition of the initial textbooks inventories. $8 million for marketing, including social media, print advertising, billboards, public relation, YouTube ads, convention shows. $1,500,000 for equipment, office setup and furnishing, payroll, fulfillment center, and the temporary staff. Management will reserve $500,000 for working capital and cash flow purposes. Understanding the mindset and the needs of our users has really been the cornerstone of our company and the values that we stand for. To reach our next milestone and acquire 15% of the market share, we will take good advantage of all the web tools available out there. We will recruit a team of campus representatives, hire and train the best customer service team, leverage all the data that we have assembled so far to implement a state-of-the-art marketing initiative, and process at least 1 million transactions by year 3.